going on here in the Queen City. There's Tryon Street in Uptown Charlotte, home of the Hornets. Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. And here's a look at some numbers for Vucevic.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Aaron Gordon is progressing as a shooter. He said, what I've done is connected my 3, my pull-up, and my free throw. They're all the same shot now. I'm going to keep trusting my skill, and eventually it'll all come together. With my motor, I feel like whatever I'm doing out there, I can just keep going and going. Kevin?
Tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. Great rebounding teams tonight here, Chris. You averaged 13 rebounds a game one season. You had a lot of seasons like that, actually. What's the key to controlling the glass the right way?
You know what? It's just 2 things, desire and effort. You can go with the techniques of boxing out. You can go with the techniques of face guarding. You can communicate. You can do a lot of things. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times is who just wants that ball more.
I love that. Desire and effort. That's a good answer. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Isaac in at the 3. And for the Hornets, they've got Washington. Also Bridges out there. Terry Rozier is out there with Hernan Gomez. And it's Graham in at the 2 guard. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Washington. Shoots over Isaac. Rebounded by Isaac. The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Warriors. To the right side. Here's Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, love watching Isaac find the open teammate. Has great floor awareness out there and just knows when one of his guys has a clean look.
Here's Graham. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now the pass to Bridges. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Here's Washington. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
The feed off the bounce is in just the right spot.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Fournier into the lane. Off on the layup. Last outing for Charlotte, they won that game against the Denver Nuggets. Here's Rozier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Augustine looking around. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Hornets with the rebound. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
In that kind of environment, every point matters. The bench was a huge reason why they won that one.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Isaac. Now Vucevic. Over Hernan Gomez. And the officials call a traveling violation. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at Orlando. They're 6th right now in the conference with lots of time to make a move. And, of course, Charlotte. They're much further down in the standings right now.
And I think for Charlotte, they've had such a disappointing season.
even when they've gotten a little bit of momentum, they haven't been able to keep it going.
No, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to everyone, the players, the coaches, the fans. I mean, there was the idea that they might struggle, but now reality is setting in.
Here's Graham. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
We've got a moment now to go to a rookie watch and find out who among the NBA's freshman class have been the hottest shooters. You look at Washington, a great player, second in the league.
And his confidence is going to keep growing if he continues shooting like he has over the past month.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And checking out the numbers for Bridges. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's around 18 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, GA, I like it because he's not overcomplicating things. I mean, he's just playing to his strengths and taking what the defense gives him.
Now here is Augustine. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Golden State. Bridges passes to Washington. That one falls, his second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Magic trail by 6.
For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, GA, remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson where he was a force inside, but that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense.
The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
When you're a championship contender, Chris, what are the aspects, the characteristics of an offense that is needed to get to that level?
You have to be balanced. You just can't be an inside team that can't shoot threes. You can't be a team that just shoot threes. You have to have guys that can dribble, that can get their own shot. You need guys that can catch and be standstill shooters as well, so that when you have the guys that dribble to get that space, their hands are ready and they're already ready. They're already prepared to shoot. And then it'd be really nice to have a post player, a dominant inside finisher, a guy that once he gets it in the painted area, everyone's going to have to watch out because he's going to dunk on him and make a poster.
Here's Augustine following the 3 by Charlotte. Outside Fournier. Feeds to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. From 12 feet out. A rebound by Washington.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that. The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
Got a piece of it. Rozier against Augustine. And the basket by Rozier.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Pass to Isaac. Here's Fournier. Shot clock at 6. Augustine from outside. That shot is off. And the Hornets now going the other way. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And so here's Orlando following the bucket by the Hornets. Out left to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Rozier against Augustine. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And here we can check the story out on Terry Rozier. His last 10 games, 11th in assists, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he really is the consummate playmaker. Always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball player. Graham, the pass to Rozier. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Isaac. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Vucevic finds Isaac. The Magic need to get a shot off here. For 3, Fournier. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Hornets leading by 10. Down low. Here's Graham. He's guarded by Fournier. Rozier, the pass to Washington. Low block shot. Bridges shot. Good. And the Hornets lead by 12.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. Kicks it to Aminu. The pass to Ross. Fultz with the ball. And there's the call on Cody Zeller. That's his first foul. Now Fultz. An 11-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now here's Batum. Again, the Hornets score.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Bamba. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
The Magic shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And he knocks down the first one.
And sort of known for that crazy length, Bamba's also extremely bright. Got offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard.
And so he hits both. Hornets leading by 12. Monk with the ball. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver. On the wing, Batum. Uncovered. Again, the Hornets score. Well, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach. Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now, here's Monk. Defense is right there. Six to shoot. 11 feet away. Another shot. Zeller trying to free himself up. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
The Magic trail by 12. And here's Fultz. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating, because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Now, here's Monk. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Batum for 3. Birch grabs the board. Orlando's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. And he's going up for the alley-oop. A nice shot by Zeller. And the Hornets lead by 12.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
Now here's Fultz. Puts it up from 12. Nice jump shot. Good. Fultz has got his second basket.
Adept at figuring out ways to score from mid-range. Fultz showing he has the touch.
Monk kicks to Batum. Pass to Bacon. There's the dish to Zeller. Charlotte needs to get a shot. It's stolen by Fultz. All alone and finished off by Fultz.
So fast on defense, too. Fultz, high activity. That's what enables him to come away with steals.
Outside, Batum. Biyombo with it. He's against Bamba. Bacon the pass to Biyombo. Misses the layup.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Ross, that's good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Hornets leading by 5. Now, here's Monk. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Bacon. And here's Biyombo. The 9-foot shot. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes to Bamba. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, and even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And that one falls for Bamba. We've got 22 seconds left in the first. Here's Monk. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. To the left wing. Zeller passes to Bacon. The three. That one doesn't drop.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we've been watching from the Hornets.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
The Magic trail by 4. Inside, Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Batum is out there with Monk, and it's Bacon in at the small forward. So that's the Hornets 5.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit the last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. The Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. For Orlando, they have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4. And he can't get the first one. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity, but Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
Yeah, I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Well, some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year, and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
Bamba, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Looking here at some numbers for Ross, how his last 10 games have gone. Averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or 2 every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And the pass to Bacon. On the wing, Batum. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Bamba.
The activity from Bamba, when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Now, here's Monk. Pass to Bacon. Now Zeller He's covered by Aminu. Zeller passes to Bacon. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
The Magic trail by 3. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Rozier. With the voting as it is now, it looks like he'll miss out on a spot in the starting lineup for the East.
Yeah, not even in the top 10, but it shouldn't take away from what he's done this year. It's been a very good season for him.
And keep tuning in for updated results. You can visit NBA.com for more.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Bacon the pass to Monk. Ross with the steal. And now it's Ross running. He can go all the way. It's stolen by Monk. Batum scanning the floor. Biombo, the pass to Bacon. He dishes it to Batum. Clock at 6. Zeller trying to free himself up. Batum, good. Batum's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Magic trail by 5. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. So both teams changing it up here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fournier.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Over Hernangomez. That one wide left. Hornets leading by 5. Here's Bridges. Makes it off the glass. Bridges has got his second bucket of the game to go.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Nice follow through on the fadeaway.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
Here's Bridges. That one misses. And Orlando the other way now. And this is the first time matched up with the Hornets this season.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them. Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Oh, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from three-point range, and there's no hand in his face.
Augustine passes to Fournier. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Now Augustine, he's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Clock is at 3. Over Washington. Hornets with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
2 points. That one goes. Vucevic has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And since he's wide open, he's got time to add a little style with the fadeaway.
Graham with the ball. Here's Rozier. Second shot opportunity. Hernangomez. Vucevic with the block. Fournier in the corner. Pass to Vucevic. Tries from 10. Basket counts. And now just a 2-point Hornets lead. Hornets have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Rozier, the pass to Hernangomez. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists in the game. For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. And here's Augustine. It's blocked out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. Vucevic against Hernangomez. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Augustine.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And the energy and athleticism of Bridges is off the charts. He is a tough cover for the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the 2 guys that are on my mind, they definitely could have talked trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard of him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those 2 guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, well, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you, too.
And you couldn't hide a smile either. They start getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, yeah, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you themselves after they missed the shot. They would talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponent.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Right wing. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for it. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. For 3, Fournier drops in the tray. Now just a 2-point Charlotte lead.
I don't know why they're giving him that shot. I mean, he can get it going from 3-point range if you don't be careful.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Passes it to Rozier. Now, here is Hernangomez. And that one is off. Great D that time from Vucevic. Fournier against Rozier. Now here is Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. A miss that time would have put him up. For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Washington passes to Hernangomez. Rozier for 3. And no good. So Orlando will take it the other way.
He hasn't been able to do much damage outside the 3-point line. Just 1 triple for him in the game, and that was back in the first quarter.
For 3, Bridges, and the 3 ball is good. Bridges has got 6 here in this quarter.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
The Magic trail by 5. Bounce pass from Augustine. Gordon. Double clutches. And it's Vucevic missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The Hornets shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Graham. Cody Zeller's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Both shots good from the stripe.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Rozier against Augustine. The pass to Isaac. Outside Fournier. Pass to Augustine and stolen by Zeller. Rozier against Augustine. And it's Graham missing. The Magic trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Fournier passes to Augustine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Fournier. From deep three-point range, that's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 3 assists now in this one.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Graham with the ball. He's guarded by Fournier. Here's Rozier. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
There's 1:38 left here in the second. Outside Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. Puts one up from 19. And he hits the jumper for 2. Vucevic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Graham kicks to Bridges. Here's Washington. Defended by Gordon. Here's Bridges. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Gordon trying to break loose. Good on that shot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 2 points. Augustine against Rozier. Pass to Washington. Over Gordon. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 6 points.
Look, he pounces on a chance when the D falls asleep. Easy 2.
Orlando with the ball. Al Fournier. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Warriors in San Francisco. Here's Vucevic. Got a piece of it.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Augustine against Rozier. Augustine with it. He has 5. He kicks it to Vucevic. Fires for 3. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 4 assists now tonight. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Hornets ahead. They lead by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Well, you know what? We're a defensive team first, and we've been good defensively. We've been organized. We weren't that in that first half, and that's what we got to concentrate on to get the game going back our way.
See if you revert back to your form in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
Well, they've been pounding. I mean, pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
Shaq, what'd you think about Orlando?
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Orlando, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. Now, here's Rozier. After the miss from Vucevic. Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
Here's Graham. Following the basket by Evan Fournier. Inside from 12 feet out. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Vucevic. Well, if teams are getting shaken up a bit, coach is usually the first to go, get fired. Do you think teams get too trigger happy with that aspect, coach first and then looking at the team?
Yeah, I do. But unfortunately, if you're the head of the team, that's the responsibility, and that's kind of that's your job, to take all of the heat. Being a coach is such a thankless job. You don't get thanked unless you win the championship. If not, it's like, good job, okay. We don't care about the fires you put out. We don't care about the players you develop. We don't care about the chemistry you built. You didn't win, and so, yeah, coaches are usually the first to go, and it's unfair. But hopefully they have some connections and they have a good resume, because they'll be back around somewhere else. They'll pop up somewhere else.
They sure will. And he sinks the second. Orlando trailing here. Here's the floater. Augustine, no luck. Charlotte shooting at 50% in a decent group. There's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. The pass to Gordon. Here's Vucevic. Hornets with the rebound. Ernie Gomez has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out. He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Here's Graham. He's got 9. Pass to Washington. Shoots over Vucevic. Takes the elbow jumper and trains it. Washington's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. I mean, the D is worrying too much about the other 4 guys. I mean, they can't give him open jumpers.
Now, here's Fournier. He's got 12. The layup missed. Here's Washington. Pass to Rozier. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Over Gordon. It's good on the putback. And the Hornets lead by 8.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Outside Fournier. Looking to end the run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the more transcendent athletes in the game, Aaron Gordon, still has some untapped potential. He could make a big leap.
And Greg, we've seen Gordon playing in a slower pace system. He was asked to play at the small forward.
Not ideal, Kevin. He's better off as a small ball power forward, getting out in the lane and using those springs to rise over the D.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Now, here's Monk, defended by Gordon. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Now here is Augustine. Not a lot of room. Pass to Fournier. Takes the 3. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 6 assists in the game. Now, here's Monk. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
I'll tell you what, he's tenacious on the drive, isn't he? I mean, Monk constantly looking to get to the free throw line.
The Hornets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Free throw drops for Monk.
And Monk is an interesting player, a combo guard with fantastic scoring potential, quick on both ends of the floor.
Ken Burks is checked in for Jonathan Isaac. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Augustine passes to Fournier. Here's Birch. Shot clock at 6. Here's Augustine. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Batum passes to Bacon. A beautiful reverse layup. Bacon's got his first points of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Augustine. He's got 5. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Vucevic. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Monk.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
For Orlando, they have shot 50% from the line on 10 attempts. That's a few too many misses. Free throw drops for Vucevic. Hornets leading by 6. Now, here's Monk. Outside, Batum. Here's Bacon. 5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. The first free throw is good. Good on both. Now Augustine, he's got 5. Dishes to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Drills it from outside. Augustine's got 8 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now, here's Monk. Biombo, the pass to Batum. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Here's Fournier. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They've led by as many as 14 points. Batum attacking, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. DJ Augustine picks one up.
Oh, and really, Batum is so fast driving inside. The D is in a tough spot when he's going strong to the basket.
The Hornets have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10. Free throw good, Nicholas Batum.
Well, so far, if you look at the totality, Batum has put together a very impressive career. He's had a great stroke from outside in addition to his outstanding defense.
Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Aminu comes in for Aaron Gordon. Ross, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Fulton for Augustine.
Superb at switching gears at a moment's notice. Fultz is flat out awesome at driving inside.
Outside, Batum. On for 3. Ross grabs the board. The Magic trail by 5. Aminu, no one around him. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Now, here's Monk. Batum inside the three-point line, and that one's on target from the wing. Batum's got 10 points in the game. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Magic. pass to Ross. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And they're pushing it up. Here's Aminu. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Man, he's so solid and anticipating where misses are going. Aminu, he's crafty when it comes to crashing the glass.
Monk, the pass to Batum. 3-pointer. That shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it. Deep 2 from Ross. Offensive rebound. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. And 12 points for Mohamed Bamba.
And really, when Bamba has this positioning, you got to get it to him. He's a very reliable scorer from there.
Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Aminu. Passes it to Batum. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Shoots it. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Batum. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 8 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
And it's Orlando with the rebound.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Now here's Ross. He's tightly guarded. Batum against Aminu. And he gets it to go. And 12 points for Nicholas Batum.
That's just years of experience coming into play. Batum's aggressiveness and basketball savvy, I mean, it puts defenders in difficult spots.
Now here's Fultz. 8 points for him. Ross with the bounce pass. Aminu, the pass to Bamba. And it's Fultz atop the key. The Magic again can't hit. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Bacon. From deep. Birch grabs the board. Birch has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Some changes for Charlotte. Washington comes in for Dwayne Bacon. And it's Rozier in for Nicholas Batum. And a change for the Magic. DJ Augustine's checked in for Markelle Fultz. Now here is Augustine. Ross with it. Over Graham. Here's Birch. Over Zeller. The shot by Birch, no good. Charlotte has gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And the basket by Rozier.
A fantastic shot by Rozier. I mean, exactly the kind of shot you want him taking when he's got space.
The Magic trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Augustine. The Hornets pull it in. Biyombo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
There's 1:40 left in the 3rd. Now here's Ross. Graham defending. And here is Ross. He has 5. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Graham. He's guarded by Ross. Biyombo. Bamba with the block. It's deflected. The Magic trail by 4. 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Augustine, no luck.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
To the paint, here's Biyombo. Bamba with the block. And he recovers it. Tries again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
The free throw drops for Biyombo.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Isaac's checked in for Orlando. And Biyombo drops them both.
And that puts them right around 90 from the free throw line. Really good work here in the second half.
Now here's Ross. Graham defending. And there's the pass to Isaac. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Isaac's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And you just can't let Isaac get that much room to shoot it from deep. He's a very consistent three-point shooter with a fluid shooting form.
Now, here's Rozier. 13 points in the game. Graham. And the Hornets miss again. Ross passes to Isaac. Three-pointer Augustine. They get it back. Back to Isaac. Deep 2 from Ross. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hornets lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. Bridges out there with Washington. Then there's Hernan Gomez. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Now, here's Bridges. 6 to shoot. Here's Rozier. The second chance effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Vucevic. And he makes the first. He doesn't get the second one.
They can live with the miss because it's a 2-possession game now. That's big.
Now the feed to Bamba. It's deflected. They retain possession. Vucevic with the bucket. Here's Graham. Pass to Rozier. Over Augustine. Bank shot. No good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Now here's Ross to take the lead. Cans it from downtown. And the Magic lead by 1.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
Hernangomez passes to Washington. Over Bamba. Washington, that's good. For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Augustine kicks to Bamba. Back to Augustine. 5 on the clock. There's the triple. Second chance shot. And Vucevic with the layup. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And that one, good. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. It's a 1-point game. Hernangomez grabs the miss.
And even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. And when it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
And it's Graham missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. To the wing on the left. The wide open look here for Vucevic. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Charlotte shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And it's Graham missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Isaac misses. Isaac's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
Now Augustine. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And then Vucevic slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. Yeah, they have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Gordon comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And Fournier subbed in for Ross. Free throw drops for Vucevic. And the Hornets call time here.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. James Borrego had some words for his team over the break. He said to them, that's the kind of effort we need to bring every night. We're right in this thing, but it's going to take sustained effort to close it out. Now let's bring it home. Kevin, back to you.
Pass to Rozier for the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half, and only 1 in the first.
Augustine with it. Wide open look. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Hernangomez has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Another miss by Orlando. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Bridges passes to Hernan Gomez. Shoots over Vucevic. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Orlando trailing here. Here's Augustine. Outside Fournier. Down low, and Vucevic throws it down.
He's done everything they've asked for tonight. I mean, it's all because of all the work he's done that this game is even close.
Rozier looking around. And here is Bridges. Washington passes to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Vucevic with the block. It's Fournier on the wing. Graham defending. For 3, Gordon. That shot off. And Charlotte will come the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 2. The pass to Isaac. Here's Gordon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Gordon drops them both. Hornets have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Pass to Bridges. Pass to Rozier. 6 to shoot. Here's Graham. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 4 assists now tonight.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Now, here's Isaac, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good. And the Hornets making a change here. Zeller's checked in. Fournier, that's for 2. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Fournier's got the game tied up here for Orlando. Hornets have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Augustine against Rozier. To the left wing. Here's Graham. And it's the Hornets another 3.
I mean, that's just tremendous, stupendous work from Rozier. I mean, he's just so good at zipping the ball over to his teammates.
Rozier with the steal. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Isaac with the steal. And now, here comes Augustine leading the break. Here's Vucevic. Here's Fournier. A rebound by Washington.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Three-pointer Augustine, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Washington. The 10-footer. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Fournier. And stolen by Zeller. Graham with the ball. Vucevic on him. And Zeller kicks to Rozier. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Orlando grabs the miss.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Washington. They get it back. Graham over to the left wing. Bridges, no one around him. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter. Now here is Augustine. Kicks it to Vucevic. Nails the wide open jump shot. Vucevic has got 28 points for the game.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Rozier the pass to Zeller. Tries it from 19, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Hornets lead by 3. Here are the Magic now. Now Augustine. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Zeller's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Washington. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
And it's blocked. Rozier with the ball. He lobs it up. Bridges shot. Good.
There's a fearlessness that Bridges brings to this team. He just welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Now here is Augustine. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Vucevic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. So he gets them both.
Wrong guy to put on the line in a close game. You know he's not going to miss.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're up by 3. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our Jordan Player of the Game.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
.153 left to play here in the fourth. Passes it to Rozier. Zeller trying to free himself up, and it's Rozier missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Charlotte leading by 3. Inside. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Things can turn around in a hurry. I mean, can't they? Last quarter, he was lights out. All of a sudden, nothing's dropping.
Isaac kicks to Augustine. The dish now to Vucevic. Here's Isaac. Lock at 6. To tie it up. Got it. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Money!
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And Orlando making a change here. Ross is checked in. .43 seconds left in the game. It drops. A huge shot to tie it up.
Just good aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Here's Grant. He's guarded by Ross. And here is Zeller. And the pass to Rozier. 4 on the clock. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Vucevic.
And Rozier is outstanding at drawing fouls on these kinds of shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're down by 2. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for the 3. Interesting decision.
Augustine passes to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. Back to Vucevic. It falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And the Hornets call time here. That will count. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then it's Bridges. And it's Graham in at the shooting guard. And so it's Augustine who will bring it up for the Magic. A 2-point game. Pass to Gordon. To the paint and stolen by Zeller. Pass to Graham. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Overtime still getting started here, just about a minute in. Now here is Augustine. Here's Isaac. No good on the three. Here's Graham. He's guarded by Ross. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Here's Graham. He's guarded by Ross. Zeller passes to Washington. And stolen by Gordon. Looking to get it going. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Augustine.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
Here's Zeller. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic. Augustine finds Ross. From 12 feet out. And too long on the shot. Hornets have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. The kick out to Rozier. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
I love the fact that Bridges does a little bit of everything, including passing the ball.
That's good from Rozier. Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Just under 2.5 minutes passed here in this overtime. Augustine passes to Isaac. Cross on the wing. That's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. For three, Bridges. That one, no good. And Orlando will come the other way. Ross kicks to Isaac. Ross against Rozier. Augustine lays it up off the glass. Augustine's got 4 points in the quarter.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Charlotte calls timeout. Three minutes gone now here in overtime. Augustine against Rozier. A nice shot by Zeller. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Such a focused, intense competitor. Zeller rising to the challenge.
Now Augustine, three-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Graham's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bridges, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Overtime basketball, a little under 3.5 minutes into it. And the basket by Rozier. Rozier's got 24 points.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Augustine with it. Passes to Vucevic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
They'll take it, even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
Here's Bridges. There's the pass to Zeller. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Washington. That one rolling around and rims out.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Augustine passes to Vucevic.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. Both shots good from the stripe.
Crucial that he converts those shots. They've got to keep eating away at the lead.
So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
But GA, this is no let up. And, you know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Augustine against Rozier. And stolen by Zeller. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Finished off the break. And now a 10-point Charlotte lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Here's Augustine following the score by Charlotte. The Magic again can't hit.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Augustine against Rozier. And that's going to be a travel. Here's Carter Williams. Here's a 1-2. Can't get it to fall. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.